I think you guys, listen. Uh, I think I'm actually still in love with my ex. Yeah, yeah. I woke up this morning to a very pleasant spiritual message from him. Let's just say it was in the spirit and it was a big message. And I was like, whoa, 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 Nelly. I forgot that I loved him this much. He's the one that I'd been trying to manifest for a while consciously. I was consciously trying to manifest him back into my life. And he doesn't seem to be leaving it. So, I don't know. I kind of think I want to be with him again. Um, he'd been showing up in my dreams the last couple, well, about 3 nights ago or so, he showed up in my dreams and just confessed everything and was just like going above and beyond and like playing with my legs. And he's like, this is never going to end. We can't be apart and you know it. And I was like, I'll never be able to trust you again. And then I hadn't really thought anything of it because I just like put it to the back of my mind and I just was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to trust him. Because he literally admitted to me that he went a whole month feeling like he wanted to tell me and confess feelings, and he said he deliberately withheld feelings. Hi, babe. Okay, girl, I was so hoping you would be on. You gotta talk some sense into me. I love this guy more intensely than I've ever loved anyone. And I can't get over him. Like, I thought I could, but like one instance this morning in the spirit, if you catch my drift, and all of a sudden I'm just like, oh God, I forgot how good it was. I forgot, like, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. I kind of don't give a fuck. I kind of just want him. I kind of don't care what people think. I'm 35 and he's 18. People are like, "You're such a cougar," and have made so many comments about it that it really made me very insecure. And for the longest, I was like, I'm not a cougar. Cougars hunt younger men. They prey on younger men. They deliberately seek out younger men. But that's never been the case with me. I wasn't even like wanting to meet him. I didn't even know that he existed. I wasn't on a dating app or anything. I met him when he was at the place that he worked at. He worked at a fast food restaurant, and I was in their parking lot using their free Wi-Fi for some of my readings. And he was coming out, bringing out all the food to the patrons that were like, there was like a backup in the drive-through, and he kept running out food to people. And every time he did, I was just like, what the heck? Who is this? And I was like, guys, what the hell? I couldn't even concentrate on the readings. I was just mesmerized. Like, my third eye was just so gravitational. I really do believe that I'm still in love with this guy. I thought that I could get over it by now. I tried. Everybody knows I tried. No need to think about what others say. There it is. But then I met my twin. In the time that Sebastian and I were broken up, I met my twin flame in the meantime. So ironically, Sebastian called and he's like confessing feelings to me. After we'd been broken up 2.5 months, he finally called and confessed feelings. And I was like, wow, how long have you been feeling this way? And he's like, I mean, since the day I met you, but I should have called you about a month ago and told you this. I've been feeling it about a month. I needed to say it for about a month. And I was like, I can never trust you again. I can't trust somebody who cares more about their pride and their ego than love. Like, I went all this time thinking that you didn't want me. So in the dream a couple nights ago, he confessed again. He's like, I'm coming to get you. Nobody else is going to have you. I want you. I want you. We're destined to be all this stuff. And he's like, I feel so insane. I can't believe I let you go. I like all of this, just in a dream. And then I was like, but I can't trust you. You know? How can I be with a guy who purposely withholds feelings? You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. So in the meantime, though, I had met my twin flame about 2 weeks ago. I met my twin, and now I'm just like, well, fuck. Now I'm fucked, and not in the good way. So I got a twin flame and a soulmate, a very high level soulmate. I definitely think he's my divine counterpart. I think that your twin flame and your divine counterpart are actually two different people. And now I'm starting to realize that. But however, your twin flame is a divine counterpart. I'm just thinking that you could have multiple divine counterparts. So yeah, I got my twin flame and him in my life. God damn. He is just, oh God. Now I'm just screwed. I don't know. And then so this morning I woke up and I felt Sebastian send you a lot of love. And you can tell when someone sends you a lot of hate. And let's just say in this instance, it was a lot of love. And I felt it very much in all my chakras, honey. So I have a slightly different theory about twins. What's your theory? I want to know. Girl, you're so pretty just the way you are. Don't need to change who you are. I would never change who I am. When did I imply that? Thank you. But yeah, so what's a girl to do? Who's a girl to do? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think I want my ex back. There were a lot of challenges he and I had. First of all, he gave a shit what his mom thought. Is Mercury in retrograde right now? No. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, because this feels so delicious. Say it ain't so. I want my ex bad so bad too. Girl, come on. Oh, come on. Come on. No, it's not no, tell me it's a no. I'm a dude. You want your ex back? Why? Why do you want your ex back? And who's to say that we can't have exes back? Sometimes people manifest exes. Which one of them is Jesus? I'm not sure. Because she's perfect, my summer. Oh, that's sweet. Well, maybe you should get her. Guys, I don't know. I don't know. I almost feel like I don't care. I don't care how people view me. I don't care what people think. What is this? His connection with... I've never been loved like I was loved with him, ever. In fact, that's why we broke up. I broke up with him because I was so intimidated by how much he loved me. It was so intense, and I was homeless. I was living in my car. Like, literally, I was living in my car when I met him, and he invited me over the first night we met, and I stayed over for like 4 nights in a row, and I just... The way he loved me, man. I'd never been loved like that. At rock bottom. I felt just so gross and unattractive, and like I had pennies to my name and in shambles. And he loved me unconditionally, truly, like the way I was. And I mean, I loved everything about him. He worked at a fast food joint. You know, he had $19 to his name, and he rides a bicycle to work. I fucking loved everything about him. I love that he's a high priest. He literally cares so much about God, and I never met a man that cared so much. Like, we prayed together. We made holy water together, and we cleansed his room, and he performed an exorcism on me. Like, it was like the most intense connection I've ever... It was a lot. It was a lot. That's a lot for anyone to have. And then on top of it, all the real world shit started piling up on us. Like, his mom started getting really, really envious that all of his attention was focused on me, and that led to World War III. So I just decided, you know what? It's okay. I love you. I'm going to let you go. You deserve a girl that you don't have to convince that you love her, you know, like the love was so intense, and I kept saying it. I kept being like, but why though? But why though? Why do you like me like this? Like, why are you doing this? Why? And I just said, you know what? You deserve better. And I left, and I've never gotten over him. I tried to manifest him on purpose. And I thought I was failing at it. I thought I was failing at manifesting him, and I got so mad because he finally came and confessed and said, I can't live without you. I see a future with you. I even want children with you. And I was so mad because he admitted that he withheld it for a whole month on purpose while I was homeless. Wondering if I was a bad manifester, wondering why this is not working. I was so alone. And he purposely withheld it for a whole month. And it was just like, do you like your ego that much? Do you love your ego more than me? Because I deserve better. I deserve better than a guy that would hold on to his ego. So I just basically, he begged me to come over, and I said, no, I'm not coming over. And then he called again and begged me to come over, and I said, no, I'm not coming over. And because I didn't, the universe brought in my twin flame. A couple days later, I met my twin flame. And it will all be okay. Crying with no tears. Go fuck yourself. That's a wow sentence. You deserve, girl. You don't have to convince. Yes. We can't make holy water unless you're a priest. What the fuck did I just say? What the fuck did I just say? If you were listening with your ears and not with your ego, you probably would have heard me say he's a priest. Anyway, let's move along. So now I've got my ex literally showing up in the spirit world with all this love, all this energy that he's giving to me, and wants me back. And I kind of really want him back. I'm not the type though to ever allow breadcrumbs. Like, you will not be coming back offering me breadcrumbs. If there's not a change in an expression of feelings, complete honesty, openness, transparency, defending our connection, like, there won't be anybody in my life from the past that I will talk to. You know what I mean? Thank you, very beautiful. Thank you so much, Ayaz. You truly respect you for who you are. Give them a chance. If that is the reason you guys broke up, definitely give it a go. Trust me. Yeah, I don't want to regret it. I love him. I really do. If he will take you, go. What do you mean if he will take me? He will take me. What did you mean by that, Bobby? If he will take you, then go, girl. Really, the statement should be, if you'll take him back, go, girl. I got my ex back, and I couldn't be happier. He is my soulmate. I fucked up the first time around. Yeah, same here. Dark. I completely. I'm sorry to hear that you fucked up. I'm so glad it got corrected. I've been learning more about the law of assumption and the law of manifestation and how to manifest. So I know that he will not be bringing breadcrumbs. I don't want my ex back. It didn't work the first time. It won't work a second. And really, deep down, guys, you see the contrast, the complete contrast. There's some people in here who are like, go do it, go do it. Others that are like, don't. It's a stupid trap. The thing is, that's what it's like to know that you are God, is that the only one that gets to make the decision is you. Oh my God, excuse me. I just drank some electrolytes. The only one that gets to determine it is you. You know, whether this advice is good or that advice is good, it's all up to you, you know? We have everything within us. The one we keep yearning for has always been within us. The level of detachment in one human attracts the Shakti in his or her life. Huh. I don't know what that is. Bless you, but think, if he truly loves you, he won't give up on you, even if you don't believe in yourself. Yeah. You can overcome difficulties. Thank you. Depends on how you broke up. Oh yeah, it was nothing but good. It was not like a fight. There was no abuse. There was no, it was nothing like that at all, in the slightest. I remember even the last like 5 minutes we had with each other, he was walking me to my car because my car got impounded. Oh God, that was a horrible situation. My car, while I was at his house, got impounded, got taken to the got towed by his landlord. Because conveniently that day, the landlord was repaving the asphalt in the parking lot, and my car was, no one had claimed it. I wasn't on the list. The car gets fucking towed. And so he walked me to my car the last day. In the last 5 minutes, he looked at me and he was like, I'll always protect you, Jenna. I'll always love you. Make sure you're always safe. And then he said, this was the craziest thing. He said, I'm going to get you off the streets if it's the last thing I do. And that was 2.5 months ago. I'd never been loved like that ever. What scared me the most was that I was facing so much backlash for dating such a young guy. He's 18 and I'm 35. And so I faced so much persecution for that. And it just like scared me, and I just thought, okay, well, I'm just going to turn off my feelings then. But I never really did. I was just tired of the hate. And I was really scared that I couldn't keep him safe and that people could take me and him away from each other. So I just lied to myself and said I don't want him at all. And I did. I was just tired of people bullying me. I've never done anything wrong. We met when he was 18. It's not like we met when he was younger than that. Like, I literally met him when he was already an adult. So it was just like so horrible, the things that people were saying about me online. And I just was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And so I didn't fight for us either. I can't really blame him for not fighting for us if I didn't fight for us, you know what I mean? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It doesn't fucking matter. You could be single as a Pringle till you're 90 years old and people will still bitch and moan about that. You could be with the love of your life and people will still bitch about that. It doesn't fucking matter. That's why it really just, it matters what you want at the end of the day. Really. And you really do have to see it like that. Like, you have to really live your life, you know? You can't let others dictate your life. You'll regret it forever. And what is life if you don't have love? I never stopped loving him. You know what's ironic is I even met my twin flame since. Like, I've met my actual twin flame counterpart. And so I know that Sebastian is not my twin flame. I already knew that he wasn't. But I just thought because it was such an intense connection that it might have been. And so the universe came in proving me that I was right. He's not my twin flame. He is just a soulmate. But just a soulmate is still pretty great because we have tons of soulmates and it's a very high level divine connection. But he's not my twin flame. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm on the twin flame journey. I've been on the twin flame journey for a really long time. And the irony is, like, I don't even crave my twin like I want him. You know? Like, There's been some times that I really missed my twin flame when we separated. We've only known about each other for about 2 weeks or so. And there's been a couple times that I really, really missed him, but not like this. Not like this. Like, I miss Sebastian more than I miss anybody. I let fear get in the way of our connection, and I can't sit here and bitch and moan that he chose ego over love. I chose ego over love. I was scared that the internet would hate us and would, well, honestly, ruin us or hurt us in some way. And I just pretended that I didn't have any feelings. I tried to turn my feelings off, and because our age gap, like, I'm twice his age, you know, and deep down I knew that that's why his mom hated me. I mean, I think we're pretty similar in age, her and I, so, you know, I just remember feeling like I can't keep this guy safe, you know? But God can. If it's meant to be, God will keep him safe, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully your mans. Thank you so much. 18 is more than acceptable. Exactly. He's literally an adult. I mean, the dude pays taxes, can gamble, and buy cigarettes. You can go fuck yourself. If you have a fucking problem with it, fuck you and the horse you didn't ride in on. I don't give a shit if you have a problem now with who I love. And see, this is the thing. I had to really, really dig deep and to find that confidence in the face of every single person, including his family, who's does not approve. I had to really look at this like, I'm not doing anything wrong. Literally, I'm not doing one thing wrong. People have got their opinions. I don't give a shit. People have their opinion when you marry a different race. People have their opinion when you marry outside of your culture. People have, I don't give a fuck. If the U.S. government doesn't see that I'm doing anything wrong, I'm not doing anything wrong. And so I had to really dig deep and fight for that. I had to fight for love. And all this time I have been, I had to really get that strong and resilient in the face of people who just cannot stand that that's what I would want to do. That I would willingly want to do it, and that I'm not going to ever stop if somebody opposes me. I had to get that strong, you know? But anyway, yeah, so I love him. There it is. I never stopped loving him. He loved me unconditionally from the first second we laid eyes on each other. It was such pure, unconditional love. And all hell broke loose because we were in love and nobody really liked it. I don't give a fuck what anybody likes. I don't give a fuck if you like it. Unsubscribe. Don't watch. Close your goddamn eyes. I don't give a shit if you like it. It's not for you to like. It's for me to enjoy. It's for you to know about. And if you don't want to know about it, unsubscribe and go watch something else. You see, it's like, it's the same when I think gay marriage, everybody at first was just like, this is so controversial. This is, yeah, but it's love. Love is love. Love is love. He's a legal adult. That's it. I wasn't even dating. We didn't meet on a dating app. I had never dated anybody younger than me. I'd only ever dated older men. It was not like it was a pre-planned thing. So the whole, she's a cougar, go fuck yourself. I'm not a cougar. I mean, I suppose it's not like a horrible term for a woman as feisty as me, but whatever. I wasn't preying on him. I wasn't even intending for him to show up. So, yeah, for like 2.5 months, we've been broken up, and I never really stopped wanting him. Turns out, he never really stopped wanting me either. The things you can do in life to just satisfy ugly people. Like the things you will sacrifice in your life so that other people are fucking comfortable. Get fucking uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. No, really. Because you must not know about me. Get triggered. Stay triggered. 18 is not a child. Exactly. There it is. 17 years difference. 18 is not a child. It is an adult. If they both love, it's not your place. Exactly. But it's okay for old men to be with young women. Right. Right. It's so socially, and it's such a social norm anymore for that to be the fucking case. You got a daddy dom thing going on with like a whole like 30-year age gap. A man and a younger woman. My God, nobody even bats a fucking eye anymore. But a woman's happy, in love with a guy that young, and everybody like blows their fucking gasket. Like, honey, move on with your life. Go find something else to do. Okay? As long as they're both consenting adults, the age gap is not an issue, period. And that's what I had to realize. And I had to realize that on my own. Nobody could convince me of that. The whole internet was coming at me with pitchforks. I couldn't be convinced by the internet. I had to be convinced by myself. You're wrong for that, girl. Billy, in your eyes, I'm wrong for it. Jenna isn't feeling joy. And Billy isn't feeling love. Difference between me and you, Billy, is you're cynical and fucking bitter. And I'm just having a day. I wish you the absolute best. Thank you, silly kitty. I appreciate that. Hello. A guy the same age dates a just turned 18-year-old who would be shamed out of town. So what? So fucking what if he's shamed out of town? And he'll go start roots somewhere else if he's in love. What's the fucking point? And what does a 35-year-old and 18-year-old have in common? Just curious. Love and God. And he's a high priest and I'm a high priestess. You're confident, beautiful woman. Thank you, Catherine. So yeah, definitely not a cougar or a groomer. I'm neither of the things that you're mentioning. Don't focus on the negativity. Age gap is no big deal. Thank you, Vibrationless. I appreciate it. You're looking so cute. Hi, Pina Colada. Hello. Yeah. I do trust me. I trust me, honey. I really like you being here, Dank. Okay, so your name isn't Dark. It's Dank Squirtle. Oh my God. Dank Squirtle? I don't think either of those words are bad, but like put together, it just sounds bad. You know what sounds bad? A 35-year-old dating an 18-year-old. It sounds bad, but it's love and feels so good. So if any of you have a fucking problem with it, I guess you're going to have to figure that shit out. I guess you're going to have to go to God, honey. Because I think the only one that gives a fuck is Jesus. Certainly not me. I feel like it's the exact opposite. That no one cares if an older woman dates a younger man, at least in my experience. Oh, I'm sorry. Watch your mouth. Watch my mouth do what? Talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about on my live stream? I'll continue doing it, all right? I really want to be a confident woman just like you. You are confident, babe. Let's be confident together. Look, all I want to do is choose love while I'm alive. Spiritual court is a thing, guys. The spirit world fights for you on your behalf if you know you're innocent. There's nothing I'm doing wrong. He's an adult male. He's an adult. He literally pays taxes. I mean, you get that, right? Pays taxes, can buy cigarettes, gamble. What else can 18-year-olds do besides bang a 35-year-old? He can do whatever he wants. Except drink. Can't do that. But, like, other than that, honey, if you got a bone to pick, I really don't know what to tell you. I guess you'll have to, like, go somewhere else, like, to somebody who gives a shit. But yeah, so anyway, what I had to deal with was a lot of persecution online for the last 2.5 months. And then I realized, like, oh, wait, they can't do shit. No one, absolutely no one, not even his family, can separate us. That's just it. No one can do anything. If I want it and he wants it and two people are in love and God wants that union, that'll happen. If not, if God doesn't want it, then it won't happen. You see? God's the only one gonna get to make that judgment call around here. You always followed your heart. Keep doing that, buddy. I love you, girl. I do. I love you. You're both happy. It's all that matters. That's it. They can drink in England. There, we got that going for us. You have to be 21 to buy cigarettes. The fuck? Really? Oh man, things have changed. Jenny, you're beautiful, godly, angelic dream goddess. Hello, Simon. He's far more mature than men who are 40 plus, considering the treatment he gave you when you were together. Oh my God, yes. Like, I remember this one time, he ran my shower water for me before I was gonna hop in the shower. He checked the temperature of the water and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, well, I gotta make sure it's not too hot, not too cold. It's gotta be just right. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. It's, wow, I've never had that happen before. And so I hop in the shower, and as soon as I get in there, he turns on Alexa and starts playing my favorite music. Also, just so considerate, so thoughtful. And then I come out and he's made breakfast burritos for me for breakfast. And I was like, oh my God, this is like, I don't know, it's just cute. I couldn't handle it. I didn't know how to experience love like that. And yeah, like the same day, his mom called and said, can I come over? I want to meet her. And he was like, no, you cannot come over, Mom. You're not, no. She just got here. Just let her settle in. Like, no, you're not coming over. And then she goes, come on. I want to meet her. I'll be nice. On the speakerphone, yeah. And then I was like, she's like, Jenna, I know I can come over, can't I? I was like, yeah, that's fine. She's like, I'll bring ribs. She's like, we cooked ribs. I'll bring some ribs. So she comes over with a peace offering and she meets me. She's like, I just care about my son and I want to make sure he's safe. So we met, and he thought that she liked me a lot. Oh, men. Oh, you poor little innocent creatures. As a psychic, I knew she didn't. And so shit started going really south after that. And it was just like, okay, well, I'm not going to fight for this. Because I didn't think that I could. I didn't think I was strong enough. And plus, back then, I didn't even think he loved me that much. I thought it was all for show. I thought he's just like this romantic love bomber. Like, I thought, oh, he's just probably a narcissist. And this is probably too good to be true. And I can't get over him. And we're still in love, even now. I don't know what to tell anybody. Nothing better than a thoughtful man. That's it, too. I know your face glows differently when you talk about him. I never loved anybody like I love him. He was willing to do so much to make me happy. Like, he even showed up on a live stream, introduced himself to everybody just for me. Like, it was just really sweet. I was like, you don't want to do that. Like, that's how all new relationships go to die. Don't tell anybody about us yet. And he did anyway. It was sweet. I was like, well, what should I tell them? And he's like, I don't care. Tell him anything. Tell him everything. Tell him I'm in love with you and I want you and we found each other and that's it. Tell him everything. I don't care. He's such an open book. Like, he was just like, I don't care what you tell anybody. I wasn't ready to defend my happiness. That's the truth. That's the truth. I wasn't ready to see that a ton of people on the planet don't want love, don't like seeing happy women. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? People on the planet don't like seeing happy women. Oh my God, rude. Can you believe it, guys? A woman who smiles and a man that puts a smile on her face several times a day. And I'm telling you right now, the world doesn't want to see it. I don't give a fuck what the world wants to see. I give a fuck about what I want to see every single morning in my bed, and that is that man. Period. He might have done some shady shit and then not telling me his feelings. You know, he lied about his feelings for a whole month. He said, I've been feeling like confessing for a whole month, but I didn't. I was like, I'll never be able to trust you again. Like, you felt that strongly and didn't do a damn thing about it. And then he threw himself into work to avoid me. That's what he said as well. He's like, yeah, I threw myself into work because I didn't know what to do. So it was never anything too bad. It was never anything unforgivable, ever. It's never been unforgivable. It's been less than pleasant, some of the things, but it's never been abuse. It's never been him cruel to me, ever, in a million years, ever. And yeah, I think I want him back. I hope it's not Mercury retrograde. Lord Jesus. It better not be Mercury fucking retrograde. Somebody tell me it's not, please. Aw, Sushani, you are very sweet. Pina Colada as well. Vibrationless, you guys you're just so beautiful. Your husband? Well, no. He's not my husband. No. He's a man I met 2.5 months ago. And while I was manifesting him after our breakup, it took about a month for me to want to manifest him again. Because I was homeless. I was living in my car. I felt so unattractive. I was showering at a gym, for God's sakes. Like I had to brush my teeth at a Dairy Queen. Like, I felt like such scum of the earth. Here you are telling me a man can love me unconditionally and give me the whole world. And wants to. But I felt so unworthy of any of it. And so it took me about a whole month living in my car for me to be like, I love myself enough to maybe try to manifest him back into my life. For us to heal our problems and fix it. And that was like, yeah, a month after we broke up. So that we broke up 2.5 months ago. And then a month later, I started manifesting him. Like full on trying. And so, yeah, for about that whole month, he said he felt like reaching out to me, but deliberately withheld. He held back on purpose. I was so devastated. I was just so devastated. He got a new job, and all that time, he got a new job, a better paying gig. He's a supervisor. One of the youngest supervisors they have. Like, and then he's paying off all his bills and shit, and still here I was homeless. I was so mad. Oh, I was so mad. I was fuming. You see red. But now I'm just like, he came to me in a dream a couple nights ago and said, I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like there's spiritual warfare on us, and I feel like I can't get it off without you. Like I can't fix us without you. And then this morning too, I got this huge surge of psychic spiritual energy from him. And it was overwhelming, to say the least. Like, you know, somebody's thinking about you, okay? Both negative and positive. If you're a psychic and you're very sensitive, you will know when somebody's sending you love, honey. And wow. Wowza, do I know that he's sending me love. Yeah. And so now I'm like, am I ready to defend this? Am I ready to fight for love, really? Because it may fight. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be easy. I'm not sure. If you're both happy, that's all that matters. That's it, silly kitty. Yeah, thank you. Did you? So who broke up? Who broke? He broke up with. Okay. Mm, again, if you would listen with your goddamn ears, but I see that it's a little too challenging for you. Let's move on. Love will find its way. Don't worry. We are here for you. Thank you, sweetheart. Hello, Heather. The guy who I was in love with started dating this girl 1 week after we broke up and married her in 5 months. When we were the most beautiful woman in the world. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm so happy to see you, girls. Let's support each other. Thank you for supporting Jenna. Wow, isn't she the most amazing friend? I love this girl, Vibrationless. I just met her. Honey, you're like a sister I never knew I needed. I love you. I'm jealous of him. He sure is an awesome man. Sometimes I wish I was somebody like him. Simon, you are. Simon, you would make any woman so fucking happy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Especially because, God, I can't get over that. I can't get over that, Simon. Any good girl would want a good guy like you, okay? Please don't. Especially because you've already experienced Kundalini activation, Jenna. Yeah, I have. And that's why I think my twin came into my life when Sebastian was approaching. Sebastian showed up, and then so did my twin flame in the same few days. And I think he was here to give me a Kundalini awakening so that I can go through another ascension growth spurt. And I think that's helping Sebastian along too. So I might not be with my twin flame. I might not be. I mean, I feel way more strongly for Sebastian. It's not that I couldn't feel the way I feel for Sebastian with my twin flame. It's just that he's so distant right now. He feels, my twin flame, he's more okay with being distant from me than Sebastian is. He's dealing with his own things. It's weird. It's like, I'm not sure. Oh, everyone, please love with passion. Never play with someone's feelings. Honey, I'm so sorry you went through that, my love. Sweetest woman in the deepest way possible. That one king. Hello. Why are you crying, Mama? Well, I'm crying because there's so many beautiful men that have shown up in my live streams recently. And I just wish that people showed you how beautiful you are. I wish everybody felt as worthy as I feel lately. I took myself out of absolute garbage thinking. I took myself from believing I wasn't worthy of love to now being like, go fuck yourself, internet. I will be with whoever the fuck I damn well please. So because I love myself this much now and I want happiness for myself this much, I don't care who likes it or doesn't. And I just wish that everybody on the planet had this much worth. I wish you guys could see how I see you. And I'm crying because you don't. And it's like, I think I would do anything for you guys to just see how worthy you are. That's, I think, why I like the story of Christ so much. I like the story of Jesus. Like, Jesus would die for you to know how worthy you are of something beautiful. Easy. So that you could know your worthiness. So one day, men would stop abusing you. Governments would stop overreaching. Religions would let you go, and cults would abandon ship, and you could be free. And that's why I love that story so much. It's even though I'm not a Christian, I still love the whole story of Christ. I think it's beautiful. It's sacrificial love, you know? And I just wish you guys could see you how I see you. I just want you to have love too. And that's another thing I'm fighting for, is like, if I can be with Sebastian when the whole world knows I'm 35 and he's 18, like, I'm double his age. If the world could not accept us, I'm not hoping for it to accept us. That's not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting to inspire those who also choose love in the face of adversaries, in the face of opposition, in the face of skeptics, or you know, I can't even call them haters. I don't think they hate for the wrong reason. I think they just hate because it's alarming. It's triggering. To a lot of people, it seems like abuse. It seems like grooming. And they have every right to feel the way that they feel. However, what you don't have a right to do is interject and stop love from happening. You've got a right to feel the way that you feel. I'm not going to validate it. I don't give a shit. But you have the right to feel the way you feel about me choosing a man half my age. But what I want to do is use that relationship, and that's exactly what Sebastian wants to do as well. And he's even told he wants to show people that true love is all that exists. And even in the face of opposition, he still wants to talk about love. He still wants to be love. He still wants to show the world love. Like, that's just, that I never could get over him, you know? Even meeting another guy who I know to be my twin flame, I still can't get over him. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sending love to you too. What has this world come to? It's come to love. My husband died and I'm enjoying no drama. Didn't know how stressed I was until I wasn't. I turned down all the men wanting to get in my pants. I'm enjoying not being in a relationship. I got a puppy. Good for you, Debbie. Take your act. He showed up on a live stream. My twin flame showed up on a live stream. It happened 4 months ago, and we were each other's first for everything because we were only 17. Oh, my love. Oh, my love. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I lost an ex to death. He took his life in prison about 3 years ago. I know, and I had a divorce as well with another man. I've experienced so much loss in love that it's actually a soul growth experience. It's like, you can't lose love. You can't lose love. It never can be lost. And now that I'm manifesting it using my imagination, using the law of assumption, it certainly can't be lost now, because God is your imagination and your imagination is God. So if you live in your imagination where you and your person are together, nothing in the 3D is going to stop it. Nothing. Haters, trolls, it's never going to stop. Family members, it doesn't matter. Nothing will ever stop it. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's something you both want and you're God of your reality, so you're creating it. That's what a lot of people don't like that I promote, is that you are God. I don't give a fuck if people like it. You're God. You are God of your reality. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how many people like that I'm in love. I don't care about people liking my financial situation. I don't give a shit if people like my size. I don't give a fuck anymore about if people like that I use bad language. I talk about Lucifer. I don't give a shit. I know who I am. I love myself. I'm amazing. I'm a bad bitch. I'm literally amazing. I'm perfect. I'm flawless. And I am deserving of the absolute best. And so far, I found that my ex is the absolute best. And I'm really considering taking him back. Flower girl, thank you. Single is the best. Okay, speak for yourself. I don't understand why society wants to interfere always. You love him. He loves you. That's all that matters. Exactly. Love never dies. It's people who die. Exactly. It's okay. I'm 34 and I've been single my whole entire life. That's okay. It doesn't have to be that way forever. If you want it to stay that way, then just keep saying, "Try till I die. I remember you. Hi." Yeah, I try to be. I'm not today though. I'm not. I'm reminiscing about my ex and I'm missing him like so much. I'm just remembering all the times that we had, and it's like, I've never had such a deep love in my entire life. I never had a man treat me as good as he treated me. You know, the irony. The irony is he's the youngest man I've ever been with, and he's more man than any of them. He knew how to be a man at 18 when I was with nearly 40-year-olds, and they never treated me like that. Like, he treats me like a queen. So, I think I'm starting to make up my mind. You took it for granted, huh? I did. I did. I was homeless when I met him. I was literally living in my car. I was doing readings with the Wi-Fi from a Jack in the Box. That's where he worked. He had actually, ironically, just started working there like 2 days before. Why? Because the universe has weird ways of working out. I was always at a Jack in the Box using their Wi-Fi. That was like mainly that and Starbucks. And so the universe was like, okay, bet. We'll even get this guy a new job just so that they can be introduced. And he came out with everybody's food orders because he was a food runner. And when the drive-through line was backed up, he would bring out their food, you know? Then I kept watching him and I was like, who is this guy? And I was doing readings, so I couldn't even pay attention to the readings. I was just like, you guys, there is this guy here. And I remember I said this out loud to my girlfriends. I said, I cannot wait to love that guy. And they were like, who is he? Who is he? I'm like, I don't know. But my eyes were just, my whole soul was glued to his. And I remember I did this in my heart. I went like this, just as I sent it to him. He never saw me. I saw him, but he didn't see me. He was too busy. And I did this to him. And I just remember the intention was set that, like, I'm sending him love. I love him so much. And he comes out with some lady's food. And he gives her the food. And he goes, whoa, look at that. Look. Look at those two birds. And there were two birds dancing on the ground. And I looked down and I saw it. I thought it was adorable. But this lady was just like scoffed at him. She was just like, okay, bye. And she left. But I remember I was like, wow, he's such an innocent soul. My God, did he just literally talk to her about birds dancing? Is he that sweet, honestly? And he goes, as she drives off, he goes to take out his phone and record the video of the birds. And he even said it out loud. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get a video. And as he pulls out the camera, the birds fly off, right? And he goes, damn it. Shit. And then he walks inside and grabs more food and comes out and comes out and comes out. And then this next time he came out, there is this old man sitting in like I think it was a white SUV. It was like a 60, 70-year-old man. And he was just sitting there. Even after he got his food, he was just sitting there still. And I thought it was really weird. But anyway, he said, "You have a good day, sir." Like, and he did this with his car. He's like, "You have a good day, man. Thank you. You know, you have a good one." And so the guy sat there, and I said, I'm gonna talk to him. So I said, hey, I saw those birds. He's like, "You saw that? You saw those birds dancing?" I was like, yeah, that's a mating ritual, actually. I was like, those birds were mating. So they probably didn't want you to take their video, you know. Public indecency. And he comes over to the car and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm Sebastian. Really great to meet you. And I was just like blown away. I couldn't stop staring at him. He was like, "You just have the prettiest eyes." And I was like, "It's your smile. I can't get over that." I was like, you're just amazing. And he's like, you too. Can I get your number?" In like 30 seconds. And the rest was history. I gave him my number and I told him I was on a live stream and I had to go. And he's like, "Yeah, no problem. I'll text you later." Yeah. "I'll call you later for sure. We should hang out." Okay. I was like, "Okay, bye." And so then he went inside and started like sweeping and mopping in the lobby, and I could not stop staring at him when he did that. I was like, that man knows how to push a mop. Okay. So my girlfriends were like, "Oh my God, you got to hang out with this guy." And I was like, dude, I just had my first shower in like 4 days. And the only reason I even had a shower was because my friend paid for a gym membership down payment for me so that I could get showers. I was like, I'm homeless. I'm not about to like, no, I'm homeless. This guy, he's too beautiful. I don't feel worthy. And they were like, "You're going to do it. I swear to God, you're going to do it. If you don't do it, Jenna, I swear to everything." So all of a sudden, as I'm talking to these girls about him, he texts me. I was like, what? It just like one text after another. It was like ding, 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 ding. And I was, oh my God. I was like, is this really happening? This is not really happening. What? And he's like, "I get out at 2. We should hang out. You got to come over. Like, I've got a house. You should come over. We'll hang out and chill, watch a movie. Like, come over. It would be cool." And then he's like, "'Cause, you know, I saw your car. I saw your car. And you can stay here for a night." And so I talked on the phone. I called him on the phone. And after the live stream, I called him on the phone. And we hit it off. It was insane. He told me that when he looked at the birds, he heard in his head from spirit. He heard from God. That's what he said. He heard from God that he was about to meet his person. He was about to meet his soulmate. When he saw the birds, he heard God in his head say, "You're about to meet your soulmate, and those birds are a sign." And he told me that on the phone. And I was like, oh my God. Dude, literally, I was watching the whole thing. From start to finish. Like, it was just so beautiful. It was such a beautiful moment. It was a cool way to meet, you know. The universe has a beautiful way of putting people together if they're meant to be, you know. I never got over him. So I talked to him for a couple hours and we just fell in love instantly. And I decided to just be less of a pussy and go to his house. And I really wanted to. And yeah, the rest is history. He was like, "You can stay one night. Like, just stay one night, you know? I saw your car. Like, what, you got a hot date with a passenger?" I was like, okay, I'll stay. So I stayed 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights. And then it was just, it was heavenly bliss, man. It was the most amazing thing I've ever experienced ever in my life. I'd never been loved like that ever. True story. I was homeless when my now wife met me. We've been together 9 years and life isn't easy, but it's easier. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. You seem pretty genuine, so I'm sure you'll find another great man. Or I'll find this great man. God has a plan for everyone. Exactly. Beautiful love story. Thank you. Head up, girl. You got this. Oh, hi, beautiful. Stay positive and happy. I love it. Yeah, I did take it for granted. I didn't know how to handle his love. I just couldn't even. I couldn't even. I mean, the dude was feeding me those little yogurt pouches. Not feeding me, but he would hand me the yogurt pouch. And I was like, wow, I haven't had probiotics in, I don't know, like one of those like yogurt pouches that 5-year-olds eat. And I'm like, really? Really? He's like, these are good. Don't judge me. He had like an entire fridge of these like yogurt pouches from Whole Foods or some shit. The organic whole milk Greek yogurt specialty goat milk shit. I don't know. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, just trust me on this. And I was like, well, I really do need probiotics. So it was great. He just kept me healthy and happy. And we just fell in love. Like, he kept me safe. He was so protective, and I never had it. I was scared. So I pushed him away, and I regret it. I regret it. I love him so much. Like, he's the one I want. He's literally the one I want. But yeah, it was nice. It was very difficult once I met his mom. Once I met her, she was like, she did not want us together, I don't think. I really don't care. She's just gonna have to deal with that, I suppose. But yeah, she didn't want us together, I think, because I'm twice his age, and I'm very, very close to her age, so she had a bone to pick about it, and I just decided not to fight for him, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys, I think I'm gonna get back with my ex. Unless it's Mercury retrograde, and then in that case, I'll still get back with my ex. But then it might not be as long lasting. It might just be a planetary alignment right now that makes me want to go back to him. But if it's real and it's meant to be, then it doesn't matter if Mercury retrograde is the only reason, you know? Love is a scary thing. It's not that you're scared of being loved. It's you're scared of being hurt by the one you love. True. Reach out to this man. I'm waiting for him to reach out to me. I deserve that. I don't want to be the one to pursue him anymore. I'm tired of being rejected every time I pursue a man. I'm like, why? Why? A man should pursue me. You know, I deserve that. So no, I'm not reaching out to him. He will be reaching out to me, period. That's it. What does he want, though? Love? If he and I do not share the same ambitions in life, the same goal to just be love and share love with the world, then it won't be a thing. But that's very much what he wants. He says he wants to share the word of God with the entire world. That's what he wants. And he is not the type to believe the word of God is a Bible. He believes the word of God is in your head. He thinks that he hears the word of God in his mind. And I know that I hear the word of God in my mind. So yeah, we have a lot in common. Mainly our spiritual beliefs, which is like the best thing to connect on. Also, intimacy. That's the second best thing to connect on. Thirdly, what we plan for the future and what we want for the future. I think there's very good hope that I might be with Sebastian again. I don't think I ever got over him. I don't think I ever stopped wanting him. Not really. I just want to be treated like a queen, and I will not settle for less. So if he ever tries to treat me like less, bye. Don't call me for another 2.5 months. Shit, I don't care. You will not be treated. I don't care if I'm living under a goddamn bridge. The person that I'm with in my life will treat me like a goddess, and that's it. That's called schizophrenia. You don't know what the fuck it's called. You don't have a clipboard or a PhD, so shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you. How big was the age difference? A lot. He's 18 and I'm 35. The mod banned my other account when I said you deserve love. Okay. How old are you? I'm 35. He's 18. Love is a scary thing. It's not that you're scared of being loved. It's you're scared of being hurt by the one you love. Yeah. That's what it really is, guys. Love is really never the issue. It's the illusion that you can lose love. But there's been so many ups and downs in our connection up to this point that I just don't think we're ever going to really get over each other. I'm starting to think like it's just not going to happen. I've never wanted to fight for any, even my twin flame came back to me. Well, I say came back because I've already met him in this lifetime before. Long story. Point is, even letting him go was easier than letting Sebastian go. So yeah, I think I've already made up my mind, to be honest. Aw, he always treated you like a princess, always protected me. When did you meet him last? 2.5 months ago. He called me on the phone a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. It's the last time we spoke, really. And confessed feelings and told me that he wants children with me in the future. Like, he really wants this. He wants this to be like a real thing. And then it started getting really weird because then he got all flaky and almost like possessed or something. Like, after he confessed feelings, then he started saying like, I can't do this, never mind. And it was just like, whoa, what? And again, guys, because I teach the law of assumption, I teach manifestation, it really was because of my mind. Everyone is you pushed out. The reason you're getting wishy-washy behavior is because you're not thinking consistent thoughts of you two being together. So yeah, he was all about it, confessed, said, I've been thinking about you forever. I've literally already like rejected several girls. Like, there's no way. It'll never be anybody but you. And then like 2 days later, it was like a sudden shift. And then boom, I met my twin flame. So it makes me think that these two masculines are very much in my energy and like they're kind of battling it out or some shit. I don't know, but he just really got weird all of a sudden. And that's typical when you're manifesting somebody. Sometimes they just, hot and cold behavior is a thing. Yes, you need to be there for each other, not being there for our own needs, teamwork. Don't let no one tell you what you want. Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you so much for loving and supporting me. Maybe you two have a karmic connection. Perhaps. It could be, but man, with the karmic connections that I've had in the past, I don't know. It was more abusive. It was like, I don't know. It didn't feel this way. Karmic relationships in the past, and I've had quite a few. So I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, it could be. Anyway, I'm hot, and it's like hot as fuck here. Okay, so I gotta go inside. I am roasting. What is it? It is 101 degree. Girl, I gotta go inside. I'm sweating to death. But anyway, I really thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you for letting me get it out. I'm happy that I'm hearing myself think, and I'm like, whoa, I actually really do love him. Okay, who asked? I did, Bianca. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, I love you guys very much. I hope you have a great day. I will talk to you probably tonight sometime. I'll talk